Welcome back everybody. In today's video we're going to be going for a ride in the Motorized Bike. For some of you guys that don't know, this is the Indian Roadmaster tribute bike, and it's got a little BT80 strapped onto it, and it performs quite well. It's a very basic build, there's not a lot of performance going on to it. It's got a little, flex fit pipe, a tune carburetor, NGK plug, and I believe I ported the cylinder as well. It's got very minimal upgrades, but it does pull quite well. It's got a little 42 sprocket on there, so it definitely has a really good cruising speed. But with that being said, enjoy the ride. As you're probably noticing, it is a beautiful day out. It's sitting at right about 10 to 11 degrees out, and I find my motors perform really well when it gets a little bit colder during the fall, and the extra cold air allows the motor to run really well and does not get as heat soaked as quickly. And if you notice a lot of smoke coming out the back, just acknowledge that I'm running 32 to 1 due to my panels. And before you guys comment saying, well, why don't you just take them off, I love the look of them, so I don't mind running a bit more oil, and it's good for the one-piece jug as well. So I'm sure I'm going to get a few questions regarding the F-Zero frame, and I'm going to go ahead and order it very soon, so stay tuned for it, guys. I'm going to be going with the Midnight Blue because in my opinion it's a very different looking color, and I like my builds to stand out. Also, the motor setup, the Case Minarelli, we're going to keep that. I really think that's a really cool setup. It's going to be something that's very uncommon, at least for a 50cc top end. So that's kind of an update with the build right now, and hopefully I can get it in between a week or two. We'll just have to see what happens, but I'm really stoked on getting that bike built up. Expect the bike to be, having a basic engine kit and running before Christmas, and then I'm probably going to build the performance motor probably after Christmas once I get, some funds to do so, because if you guys know this hobby by now, building performance motors is not cheap, so I definitely have to save up a little bit of cash before I can go ahead and build that Minarelli. But it's going to be one of my first, if the first, fast bike I'm ever going to be building, hoping to go over 50 miles an hour, and obviously I'm going to be very careful. I would like to upgrade the brakes as well, and maybe the forks, but the frame itself is quite solid. Like, I feel really good about the Feltfaker style, so stay tuned. While we're on this nice cruise, I want to thank you guys for hitting over 700 subscribers. I think like 4 videos ago or so, we were sitting at 600, and that was on the last riding video. So I do know these bring in a lot of attention, and mind you, I'm not doing it for subscribers. I'm doing it to get helpful bike videos out there for you guys. That way you can work on your own build and not have to get frustrated or confused. I really enjoy doing YouTube, and this new camera has just opened up so many doors as far as doing different shots and things like that. So I'm definitely glad I have this type of a setup. Also, I want to talk about the motor that's equipped on this bike. The BT80 has been phenomenal. Never really had to do anything with the top end. Ever since I strapped on a few upgrades, it's been super reliable. I love the one piece head not having any head gasket leaks, and I haven't had to touch this top end. All I do is take it off maybe once or twice a year, look inside the cylinder, and there's no chipping, no scoring. It's literally mint on the inside. And this motor, I definitely, if you can find one of them still, they're kind of hard to come across, the non-electric start, so I kind of got a rare motor. But I gotta say, it's been a really solid motor. I mean, they're built phenomenally well, and I found a lot of the new G4 China dolls that they're putting together nowadays, they're just throwing them together. Like my last one that I got, half the bolts weren't even tight. When I split the cases, half the bolts weren't tight. With this one, everything was snug, everything was greased properly, and it's just been an awesome motor to me, and I can't say nothing bad about it. Well, you guys made it to the end of the video. If you're still here by now, then I would definitely recommend subscribing and leaving a comment down below and tell me what you think of this video and what I could have done better. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.